Hello and welcome. I am Maestra Teacher and this is my 5th grade Oasis channel. I've been a teacher for more than 20 years and I've taught gen ed and bilingual classes as well. If you are a new teacher or new to 5th grade, know that the first few weeks and months are going to be your roughest, of course, because you're going through a period of adjustment. Adjustment maybe to a new career that you just switched, or adjustment to becoming a real teacher for the first time. You will be bombarded with different tasks on a daily basis. Emails, requests, deadlines, classroom problems, classroom management situations. And you will have to figure out a way to balance your school life with your home life. A teacher works, of course, some extra times, and sometimes you have to stay after school for whatever reasons, but it shouldn't be on a daily basis. Always is that your family and yourself will always come first. Remember this: if you move to a different school, if you quit, if you had to leave, you will be replaced right away. No one is irreplaceable at any job, so you should find a balance between your teaching life and your home life. My first tip or advice to you is that as a new teacher or new to the grade, you should always ask questions. Ask veteran teachers, people with more experience than you. Whenever you don't know how to do something, how something works, it's better to go ask questions than to try to waste a lot of time trying to figure out how things work. My second tip has to do with lesson planning. I've worked in schools where you have massive lesson plans, and I work at schools that you have 0 lesson plans to turn in. I believe lesson plans, of course, are important. They're a map, they're a guide to whatever you're going to be doing every week. However, you don't have to spend hour after hours and hours planning something that you deliver this lesson. You should write a short, simple template of your lesson plan. Of course, that includes what is the standard you're going to be teaching, what is your objective, what is the success criteria, and whatever they require for you. But do it in a simple way. Do not spend hours creating lesson plans that nobody maybe is going to even read. If somebody tells you should leave lesson plans for your substitute teacher, that is something you can do in the beginning of the year. What I do is I even record an emergency lesson in case I have an emergency. If I get sick and I have to be absent, all I have to do is to go to the Google Classroom and go ahead and put that emergency lesson I've already recorded. So the substitute just have to make sure that the kids are watching the video and following my instructions. My tip number 3 is that you limit your involvement in extra activities. For example, sometimes throughout the school year, they're going to come and ask you, do you want to belong to this club or that club? Or do you want to stay after school for this activity or the other? Learn to say no. People pleasing is not a good thing in education. You're there to do a job as a teacher, and yes, there's times that you can help out, you can stay a little longer, but it shouldn't be a constant thing. Learn to say no, because if you don't learn how to say no, they will keep coming to you over and over to help them after school, to do this and that, and that's your time. That's when your personal time goes out the window. My next tip has to do with grading. You don't have to grade every single thing the students do. Here is a great example from the website One Stop Teacher Shop, in which you can see what is really the priority when it comes to grading. You should always grade exams and writing assessments, but maybe you don't have to grade homework every single day. You can also grade together some quizzes or maybe spelling assignments, or you can even ask for help to your teacher assistant to help you correct some of the work, and that way you don't have to be taking this home to do. And nowadays, with so much technology, there are even apps that help you grade. There's apps such as All in Learning that students, when they do a test or any kind of quiz or answers, they just go directly to this website and enter their answer, and it already corrects it for you. And you as a teacher will be able to see their answers. You can grade it, and then you will also see where what each student missed. And that's how you can see which are going to be your lowest skills that you have to cover again, and which are your highest ones, so you can move on with the lesson. When you're working with writing, it's quite time consuming to be reading essay after essay. So you have to figure a way to do this easier for you. First of all, don't give an essay every day or maybe even week. Maybe I just give an essay every 2 weeks, maybe every 3 weeks. At this level, fifth graders can read each other's work. They can give each other's feedback before it comes to you. My next advice have to do with your planning period or your prep time. Your planning period is so important because it's the only time throughout the day that you're going to have to do any work that you have to do. And of course, this planning period is never enough with the amount of things that we have to do. So you have to, first of all, prioritize what is really important, what is the first thing to do. Use your planning periods for your time. Close that door and get the work done at school. Do not go play on your phone. Do not go check social media, and do not go around to other teachers' classrooms to start gossiping because your time will go away and that's it. Next tip has to do with organization. Organization is very important when it comes to teaching. You should get yourself any kind of planner. It could be an expensive one or it could be a cheap one. You need a planner that you can visually see how the weeks are going. Also, with organization comes to keep your classroom as clean as possible. When you have a clean classroom, a minimal classroom with less clutter is easier for you, the same as your house. I am quite minimalist. Ignore all this behind me. This mess is because I'm moving from one school to another, so I have all my stuff here in my office, but as soon as I get back, I will organize this office and organize my classroom. Also, at the fifth grade level, a lot of the girls and boys are eager to help you clean the classroom. You can have classroom helpers that at the end of the day, someone can clean the floors, someone can collect papers, someone can maybe organize the centers for you. You can give those tasks so you don't have all that for you at the end of the day. Have a routine set that at the end of the day, 5 minutes before the bell rings, everybody gets to do their task. Another tip I have for you, and this is something I usually do, is that I answer my emails once a day. Like maybe in the morning as I walk in the classroom, that's the first thing I do, check on the emails. And then I answer any emails that need to be answered or any quick tasks that need to be done through the email. Delete that email so I don't have to think about it and it's not there in my inbox. My next tip has to do with parent communication. It is important that you're in constant communication with the parents. There's different apps that you can use for this, such as Class Dojo or Remind and so on. Whichever app you decide is good to keep constant communication with parents. It's a lot more easier nowadays. However, limit your times and specifically tell the parents that you answer messages until certain hour, maybe until 4 p.m. that day. Because if you don't, you're going to be receiving messages from parent all the way to 10 p.m. No. Well, there you have it. Tell me your opinion down in the comments below. Do you agree with me, or do you have any other tips that you use that you would like to share with me? Please like my video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in my next one. See you soon.